Okay, Gemini, this is a little bit of a hairy situation this week. In fact, maybe for a little bit. We're going to go into it. Because Mars retrograde is conjuncting the sun, and it's going to be conjunct the sun when it is, well, opposite the full moon, which is what suns always do on the full moon. And Mars is in this really beautiful position, actually, in Gemini, where it's still retrograde, but it's going to be trine to Venus. So it seems like there's a lot of great energy that's coming at you this week, but how is it going to impact you? And how is it going to play out? Because Mercury retrograde conjunct the sun could be having a lot of confidence and feeling really good and feeling really clever, but your brain still isn't working as quick as you think it is. So that could get you into a little bit of tension, let's call it tension, especially with very emotional people, or it could be your emotions, because this full moon is going to be squared to Chiron. So it could be about things that people have said about you, or stuff that's come up in the past that is still hurting you and you're still working through. And with the conjunction to the sun, I think that will show up a lot more and become a lot more apparent. So it could be people calling you out on some stuff, or stuff that you forgot about years ago, emotional ruptures happening in others that could come up and sort of be spewed at you. So let's get deeper into this. Gemini, this is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology summary, shall we say, for the week. From Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle, and I'm so glad that you found my channel and gave my videos a chance. I do 12 videos every single week, one for each zodiac sign, so please remember to subscribe if you like my videos, and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. The schedule of my content release is in the description box below. In the description box below, you will also find the link to my extended reading. There's an extended reading to every single one of these readings, and I hope that you join me for it. The link is, like I said, in the description box below with a bunch of other great information, and it's also going to be attached to the end of this video, and I'll also eventually link it to the tippy top of the comment section as well. You can find it anywhere. And if you really love me for some crazy reason, you can join me every weekday over on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. You can join me there live, and we can do live chat while I do a general tarot card reading for everyone. It's interesting. I tell you this, the energy this week kind of does puzzle me. So let's start from the beginning. It will be you, let's see. So Mars right now is in Gemini, and it's at 8 degrees Gemini. So it's basically conjunct the natal sun to those of you who are born in early mood. Say June 1st to the 5th, around there. It's really going to be impacting you guys now. And remember, it is in retrograde, so it's kind of like going to be leaving skid marks over what's going on. There's energy release, there's tension, there's things happening so quickly that maybe or you wanting to take action before you really are certain or know for sure. And with Mercury in retrograde, your rhythm's going to be off too, not just for the second decan Geminis, but also all of you. Mercury retrograde's impacting all of us, but especially going to be Gemini and Virgo is going to see their mind slowing down, or their words being misinterpreted, or things coming up from the past. So Mars conjunct the sun, here's the thing, can make you act very rashly. It can make you act very hurried. It can make you act in an extreme way, or take physical risks that maybe you shouldn't, especially when Mars is in retrograde. So just know that you might have those impulses right now, especially if you guys are, like I said, born early to mid Gemini season. That could be causing a lot of tension for you right now, and you could find yourself being very combative. I have written this all down. A beautiful energy is that this could be pesky Mars is now trine to Venus, and that's always kind of wonderful energy that is very is very tranquil. It kind of tranquilizes things. It harmonizes things. And when I say things, I mean, of course, your love life, your romances, your finances, the things that you value, being valued, maybe finding value in things that you didn't value as much as you should have, but now you're rediscovering it. What I'm saying is there will be a lot of support that is going to be coming from those connections in your life right now. So even if the rest of the world is against you, you should be harmonious, especially if you are that section of Gemini. You should be really kind of in a romantic period. So that could be some really nice energy for you. There's a lot of vitality, but it could be quick thoughts, quick talking, promises made that you couldn't keep. All of those things will be coming up in this week for you. Either things, I think mostly things that people said you've said, as opposed to things that other people have said to you. But you could take it where it resonates. Always take all this energy where it resonates, guys. It's a really good time to flirt and take initiative, especially when it comes to love. The interesting thing about the card that I got for you, first card out, is the Four of Cups. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. This is telling me that you guys aren't sure how you feel about something. Let's see why. Why is Gemini not sure how they feel about something? Or maybe you're just disinterested, like lost interest in something because of the money situation. So you're kind of suspicious. There's some sort of suspicion here. Maybe that somebody's trying to scam you, or that you can't really trust an offer that's been made to you when it comes to finances, or you're not quite sure about a situation because you don't really know if you can afford it. This is a sense of you're not really sure maybe if somebody is extremely committed to you and if they would be with you ride or die. What we do have reconciliation here, or kind of a final conclusion here, which is yes, they will. And I think maybe this then is suggesting that you didn't know how much somebody cared about you, and you may not know how much somebody cares about you until they're going through it, right? And until you're put to it and your loyalty is put to the test. So there's just happiness here. There could be a little bit of concern with regards to, I don't know how I feel about this situation, because either money is low, or you're like, oh, maybe this seems too good to be true. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Your home life, your happiness, it's there. So the value this week is really not in the financial stuff. It is in love. It is in sharing time with people. So any kind of promises or over-promising, don't waste your time with that. If anybody's doing that to you, it's not about that. It really is about just showing up and being happy. I don't know if somebody's been trying to scam your family or take advantage of your family, but that could be. I'm getting some nuances of that. So watch for the fast talking. Watch for the fast talking. Mars retrograde is in Gemini. Watch for the fast talk. Watch for the people who are going to try to convince you of stuff that isn't true. We have moving on from it. So whatever happens this week, you'll quickly be able to move on from maybe a decision to finally move on. Or if you were worried about finances, worried about, I don't know if this has as much value as I once thought it did, you could be finally moving on, or actually physically moving somewhere this week. We have two cards that came out in the future. Let's get to it. The Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever's happening now with all this muddle, I'll show it to you. Whatever's happening now with all these cards right here, there's a sense of it's going to solidify a relationship that you have. It's going to solidify a connection that you have, or it's going to solidify an opportunity that you have, because this could not just be the Lovers. The Lovers is you. The Lovers is Gemini. It's two sides harmonized. So this is you, an opportunity that is going to come from this very tumultuous time, a consideration that you may not be taking that seriously right now. Look twice. Always, when Mercury is in retrograde for you guys, please look things over twice, because you might pass over something that you shouldn't have missed. And so it's saying look harder, especially where it concerns financial decisions for your family, so that maybe you can get out of them and move away from them and get to a place where you can start fresh or start again. This also could be a genuine opportunity, a golden opportunity for love. And in the midst of this craziness, it will be the people who stand by your side now that are going to really, really win your loyalty. Let's get a moon card. Ooh. Be bold and make the first move. It's time to take action. Getting out of a situation that has gone defunct. We'll get back into that. So we have be bold and make the first move and show the world the real you. It's time to let something out, be honest and be truthful. This is Aquarian energy. Venus is in Aquarius. So especially where it concerns a friendship that you have, maybe it's getting more serious. Maybe this is just about something, community is like coming out into the open and announcing something about yourself, or something about what you value, or something that you think is of value right now. Announcing it and sharing it would be a good idea. This is a good place to take action, especially if you've been working very hard on something. There seems to be nothing more that you can do except to take it public or go public, and maybe you are planning on going public right now. That will provide a great deal of coin for you in the not too distant future, and maybe help you get out of a sticky situation. But be bold and make the first move is that you're going to have to make a decision, because right now it seems that you've been contemplating something that you aren't certain of, that you just, I ain't feeling it, but something's been offered to you. Maybe the money's too low, or you don't think the money's good enough, or that it won't pay off financially. But I'm telling you, that's not the case. It is going to pay off financially. It is going to be something that will help get you, and especially your loved ones, out of a sticky situation. So take a second this week and review the books, review the offers, review the opportunities, read the fine print. I don't think this is so much deception as it is a sense of you think it's going to make you broke. It could be that I don't know, there's some sort of review here when it comes to finances. Be bold and make the first move is you're taking action. You're taking action now. Do it. That's absolutely the right way. Go public. Let the public see. Let's get more details. Love and the Ace of Pentacles is coming out. Okay, so details. I want more specifics, please. Okay, you finished up. Yeah, you were stuck. So the Hanged Man came out with the Wheel of Karma. So it's almost like God was holding you back to save your ass. You got lucky. And now that time has ended. You don't have to be on pause anymore. You don't have to wait anymore. I think you have the energy to make the move, especially if you have sat and ruminated for a while. If this is something that you've been going through for a while, not something new, but something that you've been going through or thinking about for a while, this is the time to take action, because it's only the things that you have thought about for a great deal of time that would be something that you should take action on now. Retrogrades are not necessarily the best time to take action, but it seems like there's almost a missed opportunity from the past that you're going to get a chance to jump at again. And you should absolutely do that. And then we have the Star card here. This is twice now that Aquarius has been mentioned. Like I said, Venus, which is trine to Mars, that is in Gemini. Twice now it's been mentioned. So this is the Aquarius energy. Dreams, wishes come true. So aim high. Aim high. Show the world the real you. It's time to be a star. Gemini, are you ready? Are you ready for that star potential and that star quality? Because that seems to be what's coming and what's happening this week. Talk about a little bit more. Again, we have Six of Swords. What's interesting is I'm using two totally different decks, and I'm asking Spirit to clarify, and God is just giving me the same answers. Move on, move forward. This has been stressing you out for a while. It's been keeping you awake at night. You let me know in the comments below what has been keeping you awake at night, because this is what you're finally going to be able to move on from. Some kind of sickness, some kind of disease, some kind of loss that you've experienced, or simply just a lot of stress. Being able to move on from it, finally and officially being able to move on. A lot of bad people, okay, obligations, something you were obligated to, something you were stuck in, maybe a very hurtful, terrible person that was causing you a lot of pain. You're able to move on from it. You're able to say, peace the fuck out, bye, see you later. Not having this anymore. It's like you're finally moving on from a real harsh energy you were dealing with. This reading is not going to be as long as it usually is, simply because I'm sick. You can hear it, and I'm trying to get some rest. But I promise we'll be back to the normal length next week. But let me know in the comments below if you like this length. But definitely tell me. Come on over to the extended reading, because I'm still going to do one of those. I love you guys. I'll see you over there.